New York, and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning. On Hot 97.
Yo, it's Ebro in the morning. Lord Styles, Rosenberg, and Lenny Grant is on the show. Give it up for Lenny Grant.
Whoa.
Yeah, name change official.
Wait, another change? Uncle Murda, Uncle M, Lenny Grant?
Yeah, it was a process.
It was a process. I was trying.
And now we're really just full-time Lenny Grant?
You know, it's my real name, so I don't even feel like it's a name change. I feel like I'm just getting more into me.
On your new album, is your name Lenny Grant?
Lenny Grant.
Wow.
The new mixtape, Lenny Grant.
Now, I've noticed your IG page has gotten a lot more personal. And we'll talk about that at a later time.
Okay.
But do the songs reflect the IG page?
Not really. It's totally
so there's
different.
no family. There's no family
content,
talk.
No, we're gonna save that for the Lenny Grant story. The Don't Come Outside project was just kind of like
how Lenny Grant
became
became Uncle Murda.
Exactly. There you go.
I like that. I like that. But yeah, so I do after knowing you all these years, love the process.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying, and where you are today. Now, why are we telling people not to come outside?
We love
You're a parent. You're a parent.
Yeah, that's the name of the mixtape. Like I was just telling you, Ebo, it was supposed to say "Don't come outside after 10 p.m. in the bad neighborhood."
Got it.
But it was too long, so we just went with "Don't come outside."
Don't come outside, because I find it odd when parents are telling kids not to come outside.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on. Like,
even though you don't want your kids outside after 10 p.m.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are?
At the commercial.
Right.
I grew up on that commercial.
That's right.
That commercial used to be so scary. Little kids don't know about that now.
It did, though. You used to feel like I need to be in the house.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, if you saw it, it meant you were in the house.
Exactly.
And I still got scared. I'm like, what's going on out there?
So, Lenny Grant to tape, what's the song we should be focused on? What's the video song? What's the movement?
I mean, what we doing the video kind of for every record on the project, and how we doing the videos is like they video/short films, meaning every video is leading up into the next video. And that's actually one of the stars right there of the whole movie.
Step on in.
/videos. Get over here right quick, Bugs. Come on, he hot. Bugs, get over here for a minute, man.
Come on, man. You gotta put the whole story together for everybody.
This is my guy. He's actually playing like the main character in the videos and the / movies as the kid on the come up. Eviction
so
notice.
He plays Lenny Grant.
No, he's not playing Lenny Grant. It's not about Lenny Grant.
Okay.
It's just about shit that happens in the hood.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
So yeah, from the come up, eviction notice on the door. He looking like, Ma, what's this? Now he got to go get that money. Got a little, siblings and things of that nature. So like that.
When's this tape? Is this tape out right now?
The tape is out. Drop Black Friday.
Drop Black Friday, and people can get it anywhere music's found?
Yeah, iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, all that good stuff.
So you can pay for it, you get it for free.
You can pay for it, you can stream it. Don't get it for free. Go support. God damn.
Yeah, at least stream, right?
Yeah, at least stream.
Like, can I at least get a Spotify or Apple or something?
Yeah, do something. Damn.
Now, what's up? Are we in the lab on the 2017 wrap up?
Here we go.
Of course we in the lab on the wrap up. I know I'm gonna have a lot of issues this year because I'm gonna try to be like extra disrespectful on this.
Well, there's a couple things I want to address with you. Number one, I'm still pissed at you.
Why would I do that?
Because in 2012,
when he stole the wrap up,
tell me. No, we'll get to that in a second. You can't tell me that the me versus Nicki brouhaha didn't deserve
you're on
to be
that?
Yeah, I'm still mad. Why didn't I make the wrap up? I didn't make the wrap up. That was big that year.
You right.
And it didn't make the wrap up.
So is there a retroactive wrap up?
You know what? I'm gonna do like a wrap up series, like a recap of all the wrap ups.
Like a highlight reel?
Yeah, like a highlight reel.
A wrap up.
Like you know when they do the reality shows and they got the behind the scenes that didn't actually make the
So this will
show.
be like the
That's
decade.
what I'm gonna do with you, Rosenberg. Like Rosenberg, Nicki beef, like in the hype tracks.
Now, let's talk about
that would be in the category of softest beef ever.
Yeah, because that was light beef.
Hold on,
that was light.
But I just had, speaking of soft beef, I just went to Post Malone a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
I got
man,
more
so
soft
You know
beef.
what? And I like that. You really went at him, and I respected that. Ebo was trying to be a little extra cool with it, but you was going for the juggle. I liked that.
Will it make the cut?
Good one. Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah, good one, Rosenberg.
All right, we'll see if we get in. Now, real quick, I know we've asked you this before, but Mad Skills is my guy. Underrated MC.
I don't think he has a problem with Mad Skills.
but
I don't.
He's not the one who would have the issue. It would be Skills who would.
Clark Kent tried to hook us up. He told me that was a good friend of his. He said, y'all reached out to him. I told him you like the rated R version. He's the PG version. But y'all can make it work together. He never hit me back on it. I called Clark after his version came out. He said, yo, the guy didn't get it. I see he threw your name in it, so I'm staying out of it. Because he tried to diss me a little bit on one of the rap
As he should.
As he should. I get
I
it.
have no problem with that.
I pulled the MOP on him, Brooklyn Straight Debo, his thing that he has, so I get it.
You said it on one of the songs, too, didn't you?
Yeah,
You
definitely.
acknowledged that you stole
I
it.
took it. Of course, I know that. And my comments, people all the time, you took it, so I get it. I respect it.
Now, you're getting a big response from him. What should we look forward to? Because you gave a preview to our brother Drewski.
Yeah,
you gave some of the ad-libs. You gave some of the direction you're going. So
I mean, there's a lot that happened this year. I might have to start off with Meek and Nicki because they was like hot topics as far as they both had a lot going on as far as them separating as well. So that's just a little.
And that was
highlight
beginning of the year, right? That was a while back.
that's been
Yeah, that was
busy year
beginning.
for
Yeah,
Meek and
it been a busy year for both of them. It's just been real busy for them. So we're gonna start off with them. You know, Ebro, me, and Jay-Z had a busy year too, so I'm gonna throw him in there a little bit. Everybody in there, man. It's gonna be fun.
All right, I'm looking forward. Would you always drop it, what, like 2 days after the New Year?
No, I actually drop it on New Year's.
On New Year's Eve or day?
The day.
On New Year's Day, okay.
And then you got Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, pedophile. I'm on him. Yeah, he's just all types of bad.
No, he's not a pedophile. He's a rapist. Let's get
yeah,
specific
rapist.
about
He's just
our...
all bad. It's just
Right.
all bad with him. He's all bad.
So I'm sure you're gonna go Trump.
Of course. I did him
course.
last year too, but yeah,
Okay.
Trump getting it too.
But Trump gets it at another level because now
Yeah,
you're in
because
office.
he's just extra disrespectful with it too, man. So he gets it.
What Uncle Murda, do you pride yourself on problems? Like what happens? So you start the problem. So here in this conversation, we clearly see you plan the problem. So you've set up and said, who can I have a problem with?
Now who can I have a problem with? It'd be more kind of like who played theyself.
Yeah.
Or you know, who even me worth mentioning that had a good year like that, or who had a bad year like that. Like some people make the wrap up and it's actually a good thing. Like when I talk about Cardi B this year, it's gonna be good. Everything is positive with Cardi B.
How do you, does the Dipset reunion, Mase Cam
Oh, that's
thing
gotta
make
get
the-
Because you know, last year I talked about Cam and Jim Jones not being cool and things of that nature. So I'm glad to see them back at it. I'm also glad to see Cam and Mase beefing, so I get to talk about that as well.
And did you see what Mase chose to wear on the Angie Martinez show?
He came there dressed
was he
like he
just
was.
scuba?
He
He was
dressed like I was like, look at Mase, like he going to hit so.
Yo, what's wrong with
Murda
him?
Mase. I don't know.
He was
tried to-
dressed like one of them lambskin condoms on the Angie Martinez
No, it looked
show.
like a compression sock.
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Scuba.
he looked,
looked like he was
looked
scuba
it weird.
diving.
I was like, oh, I know Cam should fry him for that one. I'm surprised he ain't a couple of memes ain't out.
I'm convinced Mase is trolling everybody though.
Yeah.
I'm convinced he wore that craziness on there because people was gonna take it and it was gonna move around.
I think Mase embracing this moment right now. I think he felt like he was out the spotlight for a minute, and I think he's embracing it.
So like, regardless of how people are taking each move, he's just liking these conversations.
Yes, I think he's happy that we talking about him right now.
Is that as an artist? Is that something? Because I think that's overlooked by a lot of people in the internet world, the consumers, if you will, the fans of the music. It's overlooked or maybe not even understood how much artists and people behind the scenes kind of plot how they're gonna get people to talk about
Oh, of course, definitely. Even me, I'm gonna be honest. We're dropping this mixtape. I figured, you know what? We drop it Black Friday. I run around, promote it. Then I know I'm dropping the wrap up like a month later. So I know I'm gonna get a lot of talk with that. Run around, do some runs, and I still get to promote the project as well. So people that's like, yo, I really like what he doing with the wrap up. Or he got a mixtape out too that might not even know about it. Now go check that out as well.
Let's talk New York rap. All right, I'm sure you're happy with the Fab Jadakiss project.
Definitely, man. I'm happy with New York, period.
The Cam
lately.
project is amazing.
I'm just happy with New York.
How do you feel about new artists like Tekashi 6ix9ine?
I'm not mad at him. You know why? Because if Lil Yachty could come out of nowhere and start getting a bunch of money and, you know, they just embrace him and then before you know it, we all embracing them. I mean, as far as we singing it, the kids singing it, things of that nature.
It's moving now.
Yeah, I'm not mad at a kid from Brooklyn doing the same thing. Even if it might not be your cup of tea or something that you used to like that, you might have to get used to it because that's the times now. So
Things change.
Yeah, it's changing. So you know you're gonna love what you love, but you got to learn to like this new stuff too. So
How's the music? How's the music with that guy?
I've only heard the Cuda record, which the Cuda
I heard
kid,
2
I got
records.
put onto his music before. Like he been making records. And
Yeah,
then
he out of
made-
Brooklyn, too.
Yeah, he out of Brooklyn too. And then Tekashi made a record called Cuda. And then what's the other record called? That's the bigger one.
What is
Gumbo.
Gumbo.
Yeah. So look, people like it. They like the energy. They into the record. So you know
Yeah,
we're gonna see where it goes.
Can't be mad at him, and it's Brooklyn. So at the end of the day, I'm happy for the kid. Got a root for him.
You saw Freshers on Eminem's album.
I think that's super, super dope.
Yeah, we all agree
That's
on
dope.
that.
I'm actually a little mad Eminem picked him over me, but
Watch out, Fresher. You gonna be in that wrap up.
I'm definitely
You gonna
ain't
be in
feeling
that
that,
wrap-up,
but other than that, nah, I'm happy for him, man. That's good. Fresher a good dude,
Pretty
man.
cool
I'm happy
look.
for him, man. That's dope.
Now, hip hop is in an amazing place. I think it often gets overlooked how many artists from New York that grew up here, whether they sound like what people want New York to sound like or not, they're kids that grew up on
Yeah,
other
you
things.
can't knock them. Yeah, it's different. Like I said, it's people in the new things nowadays, man.
Yeah, because you got Ferg, you got Rocky, you got that whole ASAP Mob Day and the Calvin Klein ad.
Got the A-Boogies in them. You
A
got it's a
Boogie.
whole bunch of
Then
different
Young
waves
M.A.
going on.
Cardi, Remy, Lil Kim, and
different
Nicki.
waves. Exactly.
Young
The
M.A.,
Young M.A.
females is popping once
Yeah.
again heavy.
Don't forget the pro era, the Joey Badass,
get
the
to that
all that
next.
Shout out to Joey Badass. That's my
zombies
guy.
and everyone in Brooklyn. There's a lot of stuff.
And then obviously you got the OGs, the Hove and the
got the
Diddy's and
Fabs, the Jada
yeah,
Kisses.
French.
Got the
It's a
Lenny
lot.
Grant.
It's a lot.
Lenny Grant.
Lenny Grant, Uncle Murda still out here.
So now when you, I don't know, we go around the room. Now when y'all hear people be like, New York's not.
But you know what? You
I
really hear
disagree.
that. You don't hear that no more. That kind of really I don't really hear that too much like I used to, in too much conversation as
It's
far as
starting to. I think there's.
that got kind of played out a little bit as far as New York need to get it back. New York is in a good space right now.
Are you into lyricism? Is that you're a storyteller and like an energy guy. That's always been your thing.
Definitely.
Right? Do you get into lyrics? Is that
Definitely, I appreciate it. That's why I could appreciate what Fab and Jada Kiss just did as far as the lyrics. Like
Yeah.
I can appreciate it.
Where do you put Mase as an MC? There's a lot of debate about that. We are not the. I like Mase. I'm fond of him. I never, in all my life growing up as a hip hop head, I remember when I heard Kanye said Mase is his favorite MC of all time. I was like, favorite MC all time.
You can't. I can understand his statement. I think Mase had a good time in hip hop when he came up. When Mase first came out, Murda Mase and all that, doing the mixtapes as far as on the DJ Clues and all the old tapes. Mase used to be talking that talk. I don't think he had a long enough run. Then I think he just did too many weird things that just kind of messed up his career.
The leaving and becoming a pastor.
The leaving, the past, and all that. I think that was like real bad for him.
I think people are having a tough time having someone say they're a pastor, but then rapping the way he's rapping, especially more recently, and him being like, "Nah, I'm a pastor."
then you
still.
see
He's a
him when
different
he come
kind
up-
of pastor.
And then when he
Right.
come up there, dress how he was dressed with the
Scuba
snuggle,
gear, with the
scuba
with the
gear, it's
ninja outfit on.
You was really a pastor, man. It's like
No, is.
he still's a pastor.
See,
Wow,
I
didn't
thought
even
when he
know.
called up here said he is.
I thought it was over.
Can you imagine what people would be saying, the whispers in the church, if he showed up wearing that outfit to try to deliver a sermon?
That's crazy. I did not know Mase was still a pastor.
He said he was when he talked to us a couple weeks ago.
I mean, I guess maybe there is like gangsters in the pulpit, like
Yeah, Mase-
street dudes who are spiritual leaders.
Nah, Mase going to hell.
Oh, wow, really?
I think so. I think
Because
he's-
you can't say you're a pastor
Yeah,
and
I don't think he's doing it right. I think Mase going to hell.
this scorching hot take.
Damn.
Literally a scorching hot out of hell
This
take.
is up there with Lin-Manuel Miranda saying Donald Trump is going to hell.
Yeah.
Oh, she said that about Trump?
Yeah.
Well, Lynn is a man, and he said that. Yes.
Oh, he said
That's dude
she-
from Hamilton. That's the guy.
The guy
Oh,
created
yeah?
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, shout out to him, man.
We might want to end right here. I don't know if we can get better than this. I don't know if we can get better than this.
That's it.
There's no place to go.
Lenny Grant's the project. Don't come outside. Yo, before we wrap, there's someone in the room that never gets on the mic, and I've known for a long time, a great
Oh
guy.
man, yes.
And he said he might. We got the infamous Blanco. When you get to hell, tell him Blanco sent you.
Tell him Blanco sent you.
This,
what up, man?
this is the guy that Jay-Z's talking about that runs the Instagram page where I see you in the comments in them IG pictures. When you get to hell,
Tell him Blanco.
tell him
sent
Blanco
you.
sent you. The photos that you post on IG,
Yeah.
you've been around in New York since the new street era started. So you was a kid when a lot of the things that you're posting go up on IG.
Yeah, definitely. I was born 1980.
You was born in 1980.
Yeah.
80s baby.
Where? You don't have to say a person,
Crack
but
that
where
one.
are? Yeah, no, I get it.
We know what happened.
Thank you, Lenny.
You don't need Flex to show up, start shouting out every drug dealer.
where did the photos come from? Like, are they being sent to you? Like, did it start where you had a bunch and then, or you found a photo album in a?
I mean, people send them to me.
Come closer to the mic for me.
People send me the pictures. I have like a lot of close friends that have the pictures, and they just send them to me, and I'll just post them up.
And what's the response that the people who give you the photos, the people who are in the photos, like, what's that feeling for them?
Man, they loving it. Everybody's loving it. You know, it's a
Shout out the actual page, by the way.
It's Tellin' Blanco sent you.
It's Tellin' Blanco
It's
sent you.
just, you know, paying homage to the people that, you know, it's street culture. So this is where hip hop really comes from. It actually comes from the streets. So, you know, the cars, the jewelry, the woman, it all comes from these guys that, you know.
They were wearing these clothes.
Yeah,
they were
like, back in the days, they were actually bigger than the actual rappers.
Of course.
You know, they were the ones in the
The
club.
rappers wanted to be them.
Beat them. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's where the image comes from. And I'm just trying to enlighten, you know, the people, let them know where it actually comes from.
Do you have plans other than the IG page?
Yeah, I'm trying to do something real big with it. I got a lot of things in the
Bubbling.
works.
And have you had a conversation with Jay-Z before?
Yes, I have.
But
I mean,
he let me keep that low.
not since
Not
you know,
about the page,
not since the page.
Got it.
But you know,
I'll leave
you
that.
know-
I know what that is. I'll leave that right there.
Yeah, I haven't had a conversation with him yet. About
Yeah,
it.
and then what happened when that? Because there may not, you know, people watching this didn't know he was referencing an IG page, but
Yeah, I
those
mean,
that know.
a lot of people still don't even know that.
Shout out to
that's
Rolling
what he was
Stone. They
talking
knew.
about,
They
bro.
referenced.
Rolling Stone knew what it was.
Rolling Stone
It was
the
actually
article.
because I posted up a picture with an old friend of his named The Haven. You know,
I remember
shout out
that.
to
I
The
saw
Haven.
that. I saw that post.
And the comments were going crazy, and that's
Yo,
what-
that started arguments. That
yeah,
post.
exactly. So that wasn't my intention, but that's what ended up happening.
And then Hov said, "Don't get gas with them IG comments, homie. Send you right to hell, bro."
It's dope. The people are really, you know, I'm getting a good response from the page. So
That's good. Well,
trying to do something real big with it.
I know you're not much. You're definitely never gonna, ladies and gentlemen. If you're expecting Blanco to tell the stories himself, that's not gonna happen.
You better believe it.
Definitely. I mean, I wouldn't
Enjoy-
do that unless
enjoy the
actual
photos.
people are involved. You know
Enjoy
what
the
I'm saying?
photos and whatever material comes out after that. And thank you for sharing on the
Yeah,
mic today.
Definitely. Thank you guys, man.
Yeah.
Don't come outside, man. Go get that.
Yeah.
I actually like going outside in my
We can-
neighborhood. and-
yes, man.
and-
But it's after
If-
10 p.m. in a bad neighborhood.
Yes, it's after 10 p.m. in the bad neighborhood. If you live in a nice neighborhood, you could go outside. It's okay, but you can still listen to "Don't Come Outside."
yes, get that project.
Lenny Grant. Uncle
Lenny
Murda.
Grant.
And this, is
G-Unit.
the prelude to Lenny Grant, the family story.
Yes, the film. And I also, before we go, I need to let y'all know I did my first movie this year. I'm actually in the movie with Bruce Willis.
Wow.
That's about to come out.
So we'll have you back for that.
Yeah, courtesy of 50 Cent.
What's it
That was
called?
great. It's called Acts of Violence. I'm
And
trying
you're
to
still
clean up.
on G Unit.
Yeah, I'm still on G-Unit,
Yeah,
of course,
okay,
man.
yeah. G-Unit's
Renee
the
not here
fam.
for nothing.
Oh, I thought y'all was just partners. I thought y'all was just,
Nah.
I thought y'all was just hanging
He
out.
doesn't want to just hang out with Renee.
Yeah, he's
Renee
not-
works.
Definitely not this
Everybody likes
early.
Renee.
I know, but not this early.
Yo, give it up,
Thanks,
man.
buddy.
Love you, bro.
You already know.
Yeah.
Love, y'all.